Hello!
A mess.
Welcome back to KWL.
You know I'm the best sign, yeah. You be a fool to not take me as I am.
I am here with Tajana.
Hello.
She's here on break from college, winter break. Going back tomorrow.
Sadly.
I know.
Very sad. Do not want to go, but whatever.
We decided to go and get some food. We got tacos. Got some poutine on the way. Didn't even bring our starters out first, but they brought the tacos. They know this is the starters. Like,
They decided to do the right thing.
right.
And the Brussels sprouts are. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh gosh, it's so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was this morning. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh wow. We feasting.
Thank you for my tacos.
They have avocado and a whole bunch of cilantro and all that good stuff.
It's the new year. It's only my fourth day out here, I think. You know,
It's only my fourth day out here. I
it's only
don't
my
know.
fourth day out here. I don't even know, but I'm trying to stick to these New Year's resolutions.
So this year, I'm focused on bettering myself, taking care of myself, not worried about other people and their negativity. And yeah, prospering, chasing a bag, getting this degree, making career moves, all of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Getting this bag, being productive, not just sitting around and thinking about it. I think I plan too much and don't do enough action. And they say you should spend like 5% planning and then 95% action. Because the time that you're thinking about it and like planning it to perfect it, somebody's like doing the same idea as you, and then already got it done.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
It's all about
what you gonna do after that?
Yeah, it's all about your perspective. Like, you can either choose to be upset with your current situation, or you can use that same energy to motivate you to say, let me move out of this, like, spot that I'm in, because I don't, like, this is not my destination. Like, I need to keep moving forward. So that's the only difference between, like, people who seem more productive as, like, I don't know, you may seem, because they're, like, may even be, like, less qualified than you are, but they just decided to believe in themselves
And actually do it.
and do it, and then like they reap what they sow, you know. So yeah.
And Tatiana is one of the most productive people I know.
I have a
She gets
problem.
it done.
Yeah, pursuing a double degree in film and acting, so all the artsy stuff, doing a lot of work with diversity and inclusion. So, you know, power to the people. But yeah, just trying to do it. Because you got to set yourself up right. So I'm doing the hard work now so that I can look back later and be like, I did that. I really did
Napkins
that.
are so nice.
Yeah, they are. They're thick.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. Not trying, I'm going to.
Yes. Speak it into existence.
Yeah.
That's what I don't do enough. I like to talk myself down because I'm like, so upset. But like, if you speak it into the atmosphere, it changes the whole game.
And I'm starting to write affirmations down in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, I am this already.
Yeah.
So if you like keep saying that you are,
You're gonna be that. Yeah. I'm doing an affirmation challenge on Twitter. It's like, I think for the whole month of January, or it's like 60 days or something like that. And you write an affirmation depending on like what the sentence starter is. Like, I like this about myself, or for this month I'm gonna focus on. So it's really good. Getting this year started right.
and I have to remind myself, even when I'm not consistent, it's not to say, oh, I failed already, so I'm just gonna give up. It's just like, you actually have to keep going, and nobody starts out perfect. As soon as you start out, nobody's like 100%. like, because there's nowhere to grow. Like, you're
Right.
not gonna go from like 0 to 100 like in 2
Real
seconds,
quick.
and then just like be consistent from there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
It's good.
Thank you.
They hook us up.
This is super good. After this, on the 7th, I'm starting my fast that I do every single year.
So she's not eating dairy, sugar, and meat. I can't do it. No, I should try them. At least for like a week or something.
I like it. It's not as hard as it seems. It's just cooking
Finding
for
the right-
yourself
Yeah.
and prepping. What allows me to stay more focused and cleanses my body for the new year. You also can't have any honey because it comes from bees. So I'm only going to be like using maple syrup,
That's nice.
like 100%.
This place, man.
Super good.
Sons of Liberty. Right off of where we at? I don't
San
even know.
Leandro.
We're in downtown San Leandro. Get off the San Leandro bar. Keep walking straight. Make a left. Come through the plaza. It's good. And they're really nice too. But yeah, for this year, I'm starting to get into more of the healing practices because it helps me with my anxiety and like it just feels good. Like I don't know. I know some people feel two ways about that because you do have to be like changing internally in addition to doing that stuff. Like don't just sage your room and then be like, okay, great, negative energy gone.
Right.
But like actually working on it both like inward and outward. So yeah, sage, crystals, doing a lot more like, I don't know, just healthy practices for myself because it's just better. But yeah, feels really good. Put yourself first this year. These tacos.
Poutine.
So it's,
Poutine is oxtail gravy,
yep.
cheese curdles over fries. My highlight looks nice. My highlight looks nice.
I was looking in the sunlight. That's what we on 2019. Highlight times 3.
And glowing.
Glowing.
Also I'm trying to stay consistent with the skincare. Even though I gotta do a lot to have nice skin, I just gotta do it like twice a day.
Yeah. I'm like still figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, but I also gotta stay consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, I get bored though, so I'll be like, oh, this isn't working. It's like it hasn't been that long, but you have to keep it up in order to know if it really truly works or not. But
I'm tired of not having great skin. I haven't had good skin since I was like, I think 11 again.
yeah, I have like a whole bunch of acne scars and like
Same.
different stuff. They won't go
Too
away.
much texture on my face now from all the
Yeah.
scarring.
Yeah. That's what it is texture. I'm like, can I have a smooth canvas, please?
Right?
But yeah, drinking water, as cliche as it sounds, it really does work. Drinking lots of water.
Drinking
and
the
food
right
you eat.
amount, like they said to drink half of your body weight. So whatever your body weight is, divide that, and then you're supposed to drink that in like ounces, I think,
In a day? Or like,
a day. Yeah.
it's good.
And I did that before, and my skin was like glowing. You know, and that's hard, bro. I know it like sounds like the easiest thing to do, but like it's hard.
You have to figure out what works. For me, face brush. The African black soap was working, now it's not working anymore. I'm
Yeah,
kinda
I think
confused.
once I get a routine, like my skin
It
gets
stops.
used to it,
Yeah.
and then just stops. Also stress in school. Hormones.
I'm stressed out. But the thing is, you gotta keep going. You have to keep pushing through. Especially as like how you're talking about like as a creative, it's a whole different type of like energy and focus that you have to have, especially because a lot of people don't think that like it's worth the hustle. So it's a whole different type of energy that
You have to hustle harder because you're making
harder,
your own
yeah.
career.
Yeah.
That's why this year, like, I had to really focus because
Yeah.
I'm going to do other things. This year's my year for, like, setting a foundation and, like, prepping. Like, I want to do other things. So, like, in school, like, I'm trying to learn as much as I can
Yeah.
right now.
So that when it's
Do it,
time.
yeah, so when it's time, like, I can actually, like, create the things I want to create and then make money off of it. And then, like, make a portfolio. Like, I can't just, like, keep sitting in my room and thinking about stuff and, like, saying, oh, this is a great idea, but I'm not creating anything.
There's trial and error too. Because I know a lot of creative people or people who, you know, they may not be like creatives in like their craft or like their career, but they like are creative souls. But they like, you know, do the other jobs that are seen as more acceptable. But they have like this passion inside of them to like create, but they are like, I don't know, they're caught up behind that like stigma and also like the fear of failure. Of like, oh, if I create, like, what if it doesn't come out good, or like I don't have the right stuff. You just have to keep putting stuff out there because something's gonna stick eventually, especially if like you're meant to, like if it's your calling, you're definitely gonna succeed. You just have to keep putting out stuff. Because right now I'm like, ooh, don't know if that was great. It seems kind of trash. But you never know who's gonna look at it and be like, oh, this has this is, I see something, you know, this is potential. So
You should still be, even if it's trash, you should still be making it, like, creating something every single week. Like, it's all about practice. Like, you won't get better if you don't keep doing it. It's gonna be worse first. And I struggle with that all the time. Like, I think it's supposed to be like the greatest thing ever, and then I keep working on it and keep working on it and keep working on it and don't put anything out. Like, I won't be putting anything out that I don't think is like the great, or like up to my expectations, because I don't want to like
put
down
out
myself
best
like
work.
yeah, I don't want to put out my best work, but I want to at least like practice enough to where I am the greatest I can be. Because I'm only in competition with myself.
Ooh-wee. Facts.
Can I get some of these Brussels sprouts?
Yes, please do. Yeah, you're not. Competition with other people is dead. Go at your own pace. Because at the end of the day, you're your worst enemy.
Right.
Like, you're only competing against yourself because you have the power and the choice to, you know, make decisions about what you want to do or what you don't want to do. So at the end of the day, it's all up to you. Like, if you want to listen to like what other people say, like, you're still like like you said yes to like acknowledging what other people said. So it's still like it's always gonna fall back on the choices that you make. So
even when like people say like, oh, I really like that thing that you did, like you didn't like it, like it doesn't mean anything that other people like it. But like I know in my heart,
if you know you can be better, yeah. It's like, okay,
don't
thank
get
you.
comfortable with just because people say you're good.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think sometimes advanced children or really creative, talented children get held back because people constantly tell them that. I'm not saying you should insult them, but they constantly get told that they're like great at this and they're like so smart. They don't like try because like you easily can do stuff and then like there's no challenge for them in that, so they can't grow from there. And people don't necessarily challenge them because they already like all they do is like say like
They're excelling already. Yeah. You never know how far they can go. Don't stop someone's greatness. LOL. But yeah, excellence is like a personal, at least in my opinion. Like, don't just like, oh, this is like what excellence is, or like I have to like create this type of stuff in order to be like accepted or like X, Y, and Z. Like your excellence is like your excellence. Like don't.
Originality is important.
Yeah. Yep.
Because nowadays, me as a creator, like creating clothes, people just be putting stuff on shirts and then thinking that they're really doing something. Like it'll be like a cartoon that you watched when you were younger, and they'll just put it on like a crew neck, and then sell it and make bank off of it.
Yeah.
Or they'll just like copy off of high-end brands or whatever. And it's like, where's the creativity? It's more about making money and not
Yeah.
being the best you can be.
Yeah.
I can't be comfortable with like just making money off of some trash stuff that I made.
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Like I have to be unique and make sure that it's authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't like sell as much as I want it to sell, at least I know like this is like my project. And you never know, like
That's embarrassing to me to like put out something and it's like not of quality.
Yeah.
And people walk. That makes my body like literally cringe. If I can sew anything for somebody, because I don't like if I like mess up a stitch or like something like that, like they're like,
you're like no.
that's my work on you, and you're like, look, I'm like clowning myself. I don't need you to clown me. Like I'm clowning myself. Like
Yeah.
it's not it.
Yeah, you're already gonna be hard on yourself.
Right.
People underestimate though being a creative and going to school for it. Ooh.
Like I was just talking about, I had to apply for all these classes because I need to take 12 credits,
Yep.
and only my art classes are 1 credit. And I'd be doing more in that class than any of the other ones.
Yeah, people definitely, it's a whole conversation because there's a lot of people who are, you know, creating and making it who are not going to school for, who are just learning as they go or like learning online and stuff. But like when you're going to school for it, it's like a different realm because you're like creating with people in this like bubble, like at school. And then like you're learning, like, yeah, you're learning online, but you're also learning from professors who are like in the industry and stuff. But people don't see it as like valuable. But I'm like, but you're gonna go home and watch TV though. So
Thank you. And you'd be mad if somebody turned off your TV.
yeah, like what would you do if the world didn't have art? But people just don't think like, oh, I just don't want my daughter or my son doing it, or like, oh, my friend, like, I don't know how she's gonna make a living. You know what I mean? And
People
I
be
just
upset when their favorite brand stops making their own T-shirt that they want to wear. People
Yeah.
be upset when writers decide to
When they
protest
stop.
because they're not getting paid enough.
yeah, it's really
You'd
a
be
problem.
so upset.
Art is as much
But
is
you don't want to pay them.
yeah.
That's
It's
why-
a part of the world just like all the other sectors of the world. Like it's important, and people we would not survive without art. I'll just say that right now. Like, we wouldn't. We would be, I don't know where we would be, but yeah, people definitely underestimate it.
When
Or
I
they,
ask people to make your little logo, can you just do it like real quick?
yeah, like
Can you
it
just do
takes
it real
2
quick?
seconds. Yeah, sure. Let me just.
You want to give me
look it up.
bank? If it's that easy, you learn how to make it.
You
then.
do it then, but it's not
Watch
that
a
easy.
YouTube tutorial
That's
then.
why people are like, ooh, no, like, cause
It's
that's
like,
a channel.
No,
that's
because
a,
you get frustrated as soon as you look at it.
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
You can't do it.
That's and that's the same way that I feel with math. So we're good. Like you know, like
Right.
you do your thing, I do my thing. I make the movies, and like you know, perform the surgery. Like everyone has their place. Like, and I'm not gonna force myself to like something or a subject that I know that I wouldn't be good at because that's
Right.
disingenuous. You don't want me trying to become a doctor for what? No. That's not a good look.
And like people who write movies, just imagine sitting in your room and writing a script for every single person and creating a whole story, and then it comes to life.
A page.
You have to be a mad creative person, a mad intelligent person to do stuff like that.
A page is 1 minute of a movie. Now you do the math on how many pages a script is. It's tiring. I've had to write like smaller scripts for like school assignments and stuff, and I'd be through because I'm not like a writer. But like you know, you have to learn everything. No, no. But yeah, people definitely they're like, oh, you're a
what they
theater
think we're
major. That's
doing.
cute. I know they're like, what? Are they doing a review?
We are. I think that's what you
Yeah,
We are. We're showing the food.
I know, with the delight in the But yeah, people underestimate the work that it takes to be a creative, especially like in a university context. They just don't understand because they're like, oh, you're acting like homework, or like, oh, for film. It's like, do you understand that we pull all-nighters in the edit lab? Everyone has their struggle. You study for your exams while I'm over here writing a script. Like, it's a different type
But
of...
some people who are in school, what are you even doing that for?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that? Like, some people are really just in school, like, stressing, and they're not going to use none of that, and you're
Yeah.
paying so much money.
Some people are like, oh, I don't know, I just
You just thought it was the thing to do
And I'm like,
after you
do
got
you
out of high
enjoy
school,
what you're
like,
doing? Oh, I don't really enjoy it, but...
I don't know how you do that. Like, I can't survive like that.
Too much. Create what you want to create. Talking about productivity. Be productive with what you want to be productive with. Do not waste your time on something that you will not enjoy. Because you will be upset. Like, in the end, it's going to be trash because you don't even like it. So it's going to be like, eh. Like,
But I work at Reach because I literally cannot work anywhere else.
Yeah.
I tried refill. I don't know how
No.
people stand up for hours, and barely get paid.
yeah, I stopped the retail life. I did it for... Oh. Okay, sir. Wait, is he yelling at...
I think he's on this one.
Is he yelling at the girl? Or... Oop. Hella loud. Anyway. He's pointing at us.
Whose point is?
It's hard out here.
It is, especially as Black creatives.
That's a whole nother realm. You have no room to mess
Be in
up.
our genre,
Yeah.
who aren't necessarily in our race. You know. Go ahead.
Go off then. Weird flex, but okay.
Right. I was sort of saying that.
I'm gonna just say that and be like,
Right. Weird flex, but okay.
yeah, it's a whole nother realm. And like, we're finally getting more accepted in entertainment. Still some work to do, but like,
Remember when hip hop was banned from TV? They wouldn't even give it awards. And when they did start giving out awards, they wouldn't even show it on national TV.
yeah, back in the day, way back in the day, I think it was Hattie McDaniel. I don't know if it was Hattie McDaniel, but a black actress from way back in the day. She won an award for an outstanding performance, but she wasn't allowed to come to the ceremony. I was like, you might as well have not even told me that I won. Because
Or gave it to me.
right, what's the point? You gonna mail it to me at home? I mean, I guess I don't want to be in front of y'all anyway. But at the same time,
Right.
why
Why
would
do
you?
I want an award from somebody who doesn't even like me?
Yeah, like
Views me as human.
yeah,
Here's an award. You act like I'm a dog who did a trick in a movie or something like that.
yeah. Or they'll give like awards to, I don't know. They may give awards out of pity or like, it's just, there's so many layers.
That's why Black people get awards for slave movies all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the problem is we keep creating those, not only us, but like also like people who are not of color, but also like creating, keep continuously, you know, doing these narratives, which is it's a part of our history. It does need to be displayed, but at this point in time, I think we need to start shifting the narrative and show more positive like roles and show us as actually human, like we are. Like we live life like everyone else. But yeah, got to start accepting those scripts and writing those stories, and not just accepting the ones that talk about us being in the hood or us being slaves or X, Y, and Z, which is a part of it, but we've heard that already. Like,
Can I
too
say
much.
something? Tiffany Haddish.
Here we go.
So all this talk about Tiffany Haddish and how she's not talented or whatever. I don't think Tiffany Haddish is funny. I think she's corny. You know, she's not funny. But these black women, I was watching a video and she was talking about how she was ghetto, and I don't like how she portrays black women, and she makes us look bad, and like that's how all black women act and everything like that. And she just acts like they only like her because she acts like this ghetto woman who's just overly sexualized and everything in the movies. And like, I don't think she's ghetto. She acts just like the white women in the white movies and everything like that. Why do you think she's ghetto, and why are you so offended because she's loud and expressive and does what she wants?
That's
and
just
feels
how
like
she
it's
is as a person.
Yeah, and why do you feel like it's projecting on you and makes you look bad as a person, and makes you as all of us makes you feel like, just like you want to be seen as an individual.
Yeah.
She wants to be seen as an individual.
Right. She's not asking everyone to go out there and act like her. That's just her personality.
And I don't think she's funny, but I salute any black woman who comes into a room and is expressive and as loud as she wants to be and doesn't feel like she needs to be quiet and to like change her persona up for some white people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm not understanding.
That's why I was
what's
upset why they booed her at her last show.
We don't know what happened before she got on that stage.
Yeah, and she was just like, I don't know, she talks about it because like, I don't know, I was watching like a compilation of like, I think it was like interviews and like different shows that she's had, and just talking about like her trying to keep a level head and like be focused, and you know, sometimes you're gonna have good days and sometimes you're gonna have bad days, and recently she had a bad
and she
day.
just messed up, and then she was just like, okay, I messed up, okay, I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna ask questions. Like, she didn't want to continue on. Like,
but my thing
I understand
is like,
you guys pay for that and everything, and I understand you'd be mad. But it was just like, wow,
but you have
I
to
just
support,
really messed up.
You just have to see where she's coming from and like support the artist in the way that they want to be supported.
I think people really don't understand what it means to be an artist. That's why they're so harsh on it. Like, I expect you, I do my job, and I would get so in trouble if I didn't do my job.
But all of that is on the fly, and you know, they have their notes and their scripts and everything, but like, you have to come up with stuff off the dome. Like, it's always continuously moving, and so I think she's
having a good day at work.
Yeah, I thought that was a great choice. Like, okay, no, like, we're gonna do this now, because why would I want to go on after that? Like, why would I want to continue? Like, okay, let me try to turn this around.
Because either way, you were gonna boo me and say she was awful.
You already booed me. Yeah, you already booed me. I messed up. Okay, great. Instead of trying to turn it around, like, let me just go in this route and try to like, you know, let me like, you know, answer some stuff. Like, but
I'm not even like a fan, but the same thing. Like, I love Azalea Banks, but when she was talking about Cardi B and everything like that, like, Cardi B is not a reflection of you, and nobody's trying to put her up as this is the reflection of the black woman. This is what black women.
But you know who's doing it though? It's everyone else except black women. That's why it's a problem, because
I don't feel like anybody's like, I don't know, like,
I don't know. Some I don't know. At least, well, speaking from my own personal experience, I've noticed like at school, but also like black men, they will project, like, they'll be like, black woman this or this, and then like the black women who don't identify with, like, maybe they're not as outgoing, they're gonna be like, oh, that's what they think of all of us, because these types of like personality traits are what stands out. So they think that already, like, before I even open my mouth, that I'm gonna be like that. So that's why black women are like, let's stop projecting those things.
Did apologize like recently to Cardi B about, she was like, I was like projecting my feelings because I was jealous because black men treat me in this certain way. They show her love and everything like that.
And that's
she said she said that's not her fault, and you know, I shouldn't have like projected those feelings on her. And another topic, I love Azalea Banks. She's not as bad as a person. Yes, please. She's not as bad as a person as people make her seem.
Yeah, and we should, you know, that apology.
She's wild.
You know,
she's wild.
She is, but
she's not like a bad person. Like, all she does is like speak her mind, and I think that's why people don't like her. And then on news sources like Shade Room, they'll put like a little clip of what she says, and it won't be like the full thing of like actually what she says. And then people are like, I only know her for like starting drama. I don't even know her music, because you haven't listened to her music. She's literally one of the most talented people that I know of in the industry, and she's original, and she does her own stuff. She has her own soap company, like, and it's like affordable, and she runs it all by herself. Like, she packages all the stuff by herself and sends it out. And she's just like hardworking. She makes her own music. She came out a Christmas album. She got it done. She put it out. She's inspiring to me. she may be a lot at times.
Yeah, I think people
But I
just need to
think-
stop projecting. Like, if a black woman is loud and expressive and free, like, let it be that and
But
not
people love
seen as
Kanye,
negative.
though.
Yeah,
The same person like said they can't stand Azealia Banks. It's like, but he loves Kanye and loved the song when he says Scooby Doo Boo.
when
But you're not gonna listen
yeah.
to Azealia Banks.
when men are wild like that, they don't care. But it's always the black women. Like, I don't like to like put myself as like a victim, but like we literally are at a bottom tier level of like respect
honestly,
because people.
I really learned that.
There's
this
no
year.
double like the double
Like what?
standards are like what, you know.
2018, I think I like really realized like people
Yeah.
really don't care about black women.
They
Like,
don't. They
from
really
even,
don't.
Like, personal experience or like just looking at the news and I'm like,
I'm like,
y'all really just like don't like police officers. They're like,
yeah, because they don't have the same expectations for us as they do
Yeah.
other people. Thank you.
thank you.
Sure. Stay all you like and let me know if you need anything else.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you.
But yeah, I'm like, they just need to stop projecting those stereotypes onto everyone. I'm like, because we have other people with different personality types. Like, we have, I don't know if you want to look at Girls Trip, you have Tiffany, you have like Jada Pinkett. Like, you have so many different like personalities. But
And I
people
don't
only
understand
choose to
who's
focus on the loud and
Tiffany.
yeah, I
And I don't understand how that was ghetto. I'm still not understing how she's seen as
What
ghetto.
is ghetto?
But you know,
Because
but
I'm
you
confused.
like, yeah. But what is that? The big girl's name?
Um,
But okay, I don't know.
wait, who?
The one who's
on-
in
on
Pitch
Girls-
Perfect, the white girl.
Oh,
With
her.
she acts the same
Girl,
way. None
she
of y'all are
does.
calling her
She
ghetto.
does.
Acts
She
the
does.
same way. And Amy Schumer acts the same way.
Yes.
You're not calling her ghetto.
Yeah, yeah, that's so
What
true.
I'm trying to figure out what is ghetto about her.
Yeah,
She's not funny. She's corny, but she's not ghetto.
yeah. See, Terrace is real, man. She's like, I'm not a fan, but y'all don't have to do that, and that's respect. You know, like you don't have to like personally like the artist to like respect them as a human being. You know what I mean? Like respect them trying to do their hustle and everything like that. But yeah, black female creatives definitely a lot of pressure. But give yourself some grace if this applies to you when it's time
Did you
for
know
you to.
poutine?
Maybe a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, give yourself some grace.
Right on the money. With the
the
how much it
budget?
would cost.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Give yourself some grace when it's time to create and you know that like
Is this good?
yeah, that's good. Thank you. You may fail every once in a while. Like it happens. Like, but you have to remember that the world's expectation of you is like out of this world, and you have to set expectations and goals for yourself that are attainable for you. And like, and do push yourself, of course, but like, don't feed into this, like,
Yeah.
you know, like black excellence is great, all this other type of stuff. I love it, but be healthy, take care of yourself,
Right.
and do
Also
not let
with
these
setting
people run you
goals,
ragged.
New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Don't like say I'm gonna do this, and that, and this and that. And
Work smarter,
Right.
not harder. Smart
start
goals.
off with one thing that you're gonna do consistently.
Yeah.
And get the hang of that. And then add on, especially if you're not a consistent person and you're trying to not
Yeah.
be lazy anymore.
I know I
It's
do
not-
a
it's
million
not
things
gonna-
at once, so no. I was like
Right.
self-care. That's one thing I'm working
But
on.
she's been doing that for a while now. She's got it down. You know,
I have
like me,
I have a somewhat
who don't have
working
schedules.
system.
I'm trying to get a schedule together. I'm not going to do like say I'm going to do everything at once now, just from not doing anything at all. You're not going to do it.
Yeah. Just focus. And everyone works differently. I'm better like I don't know. I like multitasking because that's when my creative juices are flowing. I'm like, okay, this. Because if I focus on one thing for too long, I'm just like,
I
no.
can't focus on one thing for too long.
Yeah,
but
I have to keep moving. But some people need to focus on one thing at a time, which is also fine. Like, do what you need to do. So,
That's just the way
Yeah.
my mind works to even get things done.
get you a planner. I'm gonna be uploading
I have
Get
a
Your
planner.
Life Together.
Where's my purse at? Oh, it's right there. Oh.
gonna be uploading a Get Your Life school resources, all this.
Follow her YouTube channel. Drop
Yes,
YouTube.
yes, please. I'm gonna put that video will be up in a couple weeks, but just
What's
like
your YouTube channel name?
oh, it's Creative Differences by Tajiana. If you just type in Tajiana, probably it'll pop up.
This is my
Ooh,
book.
yes, Artist of Life.
This isn't like a planner, but it's a workbook, and you write down.
Nice.
This is like prep for the new year that I wrote down.
Ooh, that looks
And
so good.
Yeah, and then they asked like what the highlights were, and people that you met, and what didn't work in 2018, and what did I learn, and what do I want to invest in, and then like current me, future me.
Ooh, yes, I love
And then
it.
self-love. You go over here, you say nice things about yourself.
I love it. Goals
And
app.
then-
Yes, that's
Let's
so
see.
good.
And then you write down your goals, what you want to do, like what you want to, habits that you want to create. Let's see, let's get to the goal book. Oh, and then you write down your goals for this month, like, and you take it from the goals that you wanted to do. And then you have your habit tracker, and then you have your daily tracker. So like, how did you feel for that day? And then,
My counselor had me doing that
yeah.
for a while. It was really good. How did you feel? What did you do? What did you like about it?
Yeah.
What could you be doing better?
And then this one was good. Bucket list. I need to add
Ooh,
more things
yes.
to my bucket list.
Yes. Yes, play piano. I see you.
I'm learning to play piano. I'm learning for my
Okay.
2019. I hope for the best.
Yeah, be blessed.
Saving money is also one of my goals. Except for, I gotta say that.
I'm broke. I need money.
I wrote down that I'm rich now, so money can come to me.
So that I... Yes, I love it. I'll do that. Like,
I've been
secure the
saying I'm
bag.
broke, so like I save money, so I know that like, oh, you're broke, you can't spend money right now.
Yeah,
But I guess I should say
Tricking
I'm rich
yourself.
now.
I'm wealthy. Definitely putting that into the atmosphere. Wealth and prosperity.
Wealthy people don't spend money that they don't have, so. So, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah. Come over here to Sons of Liberty. Get you some
Sons of
food.
Liberty. Poutine, tacos, Brussels sprouts.
That was really good.
It's all good.
Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. Recommend to a friend.
Adios, amigos.
Peace out, folks.